157, when generations collide, and the NWA was in the house in a major way today on Memphis Wrestling. I thought it was absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to talk to you guys all about it. So I'll give you guys just a second to log in here. We're going to be doing a members only immediately following this live reaction. So if you're not a member, you need to join members only. Of course, when you're a member of members only, you get to watch Memphis Wrestling before everybody else early on Friday morning, even before WMC airs it. I am Dustin Starr. Let's talk all about it. You saw King Cobra announce that the King Cobra Cup tournament is underway. You saw Jake Brewer announce all the participants, the red side, the blue side, the new format. The finale is going to take place on Sunday, February 15th, live at the WrestleCenter. Those tickets are on sale right now, memphiswrestling.tv. And you know, the WrestleCenter, it sells out pretty quick, so get those tickets right now. And then the very next day, WWE Monday Night Raw is going to be live at FedEx Forum in Memphis. You'll want to be there, of course. Plus, you want to pre-party with us. It's absolutely free, no cover, family-friendly, right next door to FedEx Forum. It's Ghost River Brewing Company on Beale Street. So make sure you join us at about 5 p.m. We always stay until about 6:45 and then walk over a little bit late. The line is down, and then we go right in and see the beginning of Monday Night Raw. Let's talk all about it. Let me get caught up. Eddie Kane Main is in the house, and he said that he is freezing in the snow. That's right. I'll take you outside in just a minute, but it is like so cold with the wind chill of like 6 that it literally takes your breath away. But yeah, the streets are ice. I do have a Memphis Grizzlies game that I have to host tomorrow at FedEx Forum at 2:30 p.m., so I'll be leaving the house super early to get there. And then, of course, on Monday, the Memphis Hustle play down the street at Lander Center. So I will be driving in this snow. Unless the teams can't fly in, and then that's a whole different story. Brian says, great episode, join members only. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that, Brian. I appreciate it. Thomas is here. Yellow, Dustin, Mercy, baby. Mercy, daddy. Fire it up. 5-star fan cam's in the house. What's up, brother? He said hello from Honolulu. Yeah, you wish. Great show and NWA Championship. Wow. Thank you, Rob. I really appreciate it. What's up, Autism Elite? Power Man's in the house. Main event Ben says, hey, Dustin, this cold weather cannot contain the wildfire episode. And I don't think so either. I was texting with Wildfire Tommy Rich earlier this morning. He said he couldn't wait for the episode to come out. He might have even been in the live chat to see what all you guys had to say about it. But I expected this will be something that's going to be very popular at viewers all across the United States as soon as they see it, especially if the NWA likes it and enjoys it and shares it as well. Man, that would be a heck of a collaboration, I'll tell you that. Wildfire Tommy Rich and Silas Mason, the current NWA World Champion and the youngest NWA World Champion, face-to-face, squaring off on Memphis Wrestling is incredible, and Wildfire said it on the program. Just having an NWA World Championship match on your show is something to put a feather in your cap, but then having Wildfire there calling the action, I thought was awesome. Thanks for liking that main event, Ben. Thanks for bringing it up. How's the weather? Do I need to ask? No, you don't need to ask. It's freezing cold. It's icy out there. Thomas is here. Rob says, I thought for sure he was going to be in the blue bracket. He already has his championship belt. Can't make it to the pre-party. I work at night. Eddie Kane, man, that's going to be so much fun. Your boy's going to have some Grind City Gold and some wings, baby. Keith says, ready for the Royal Rumble. I am ready for the Royal Rumble. And I'm also ready for members only immediately following this. I think Jonesy Jones just posted a question, so you guys can bring your questions and your topics and stuff like that to members only. We could definitely talk about what you just posted there, Jonesy, as well. But yeah, I am ready for the Royal Rumble. I think that it's Cody Rhodes once again. Jason Freeman, hey, dude. Dustin Starr, what's up, Jason? How are you? Tyson's in the house. GTA, 72 degrees at the Beach Boy. Man, I am so jealous. I'm in Palm Beach County, Florida. I am jealous of you as well. It is like freezing cold outside. Ready for Saturday night's main event. I think that my Maria canceled Peacock. I'm pretty sure that she canceled Peacock. So I've got to find a way to watch Saturday night's main event. Eddie Kane, man, I should have been King Cobra. Wasn't having it. Yep, he's not putting you in there. I mean, Eddie Kane, man, bro, you're tough, but that's some dudes in there, man. Who you got in King Cobra Cup this year? Lots of really good days. Who do you see on the lineup? I believe it was 8 on the lineup that could be the next Memphis Heritage champion. Love to see Silas Mason versus the Gun Show. I can promise you, boom, we'd crown a brand new champion if you saw that. Jason says it's snow outside. Everybody's saying stay home, keep warm, and everything's closed because of snow and some ice. Everything except for Grizzlies basketball. That's going down tomorrow. I don't have anywhere to be today, though. DDT warming up for Sue Young. Yeah, Matt's in the house. Can't wait to watch the new episode. Can't wait for you to see it, man. I thought it was super duper cool. Wildfire Tommy Rich, Silas Mason face to face, and then Marco Stunt comes out and cuts a hell of a promo in Silas Mason's face. And then for Marco Harris to get the opportunity at the end, is there anybody more deserving? Big Dan's in the house. Big things happening in Memphis Wrestling. Oh, yeah. Take it easy there, Big Dan. Tyson says, Thomas, me, I'm watching it, and you, I'm watching Lucha Triple A, all right? What do you think about brackets for the Cobra Cup? I think it's interesting. I think it is interesting, too. Those of you that didn't pick up on it, so you have to tag team and win a tag team match, right? Then you have to beat your opponent or your partner. Excuse me, I'm confusing you guys even more. All right, so first you win a tag team match. Next, you got to beat your partner in round 2, and then you go on to the finals. So you've got to work with somebody that you potentially don't like. Maybe you're working with somebody that you do like, but then in the next round, you got to fight against them anyway. So I think it's very interesting. We'll see who can coexist long enough to get through that first round. Nobody wants a street fight today. No, I don't think we'd have a street fight today. Saw Zay Washington's mom at work at my job IRS building. She spoke to me saying hi and saw me at Memphis Wrestling. That's awesome. I had no idea. Literally had no idea. Thanks for sharing that, Jason. That's funny. DDT's awesome. I agree. David says, funny. The boss is nowhere to be seen. Would have been great to see him and Silas got some beef going. Yeah, stay tuned. We got something really good coming up for that. We'll be there for the double event in February. Sounds good, Autism Elite. -8 in Royal Oak, Michigan. Well, it feels like -8 here. I promise you, if it gets in the 30s, we're all freaking out. But, man, to have a wind chill of, like 10 or something is impossible. All right. Yo, Brandon. Marco Harris was so close to winning the NWA Championship. Billy Corgan would have been like, Thrill Billy, you look different. Dude, I'm telling you, Marco Harris should be on tour with NWA after that performance today. And dare I say that they should have Wildfire Tommy Rich somewhere on the payroll, somewhere on their television program. Are you kidding me? Wildfire was a gem. He was so funny with Maria, too. Thomas says Diana Taylor's his favorite. Hello, everybody. Happy snow day. What's up, Kathy Sue? How are you? The Shocker, the next Heritage champion. I think Kay Toomer and John Dalton should have an anywhere street fight. Power Mans, I can't even. Clown 6, trained with Big John Dalton. He's the DJ. He's Kay Toomer's best friend. And remember, Big John Dalton and Kay Toomer are friends as well. But this whole thing has gotten out of hand. Kay Toomer puts Big Daddy, which is Big John Dalton's father, in the hospital. And so what a great way to fire back by putting potentially Kay Toomer's best friend in the hospital. Bam, bam, slam, and down goes Clown 6. This is getting interesting as we head into Super Bout 5, and you know they're going to have a showdown. Either Shocker or Livewire from the red bracket and CJ from the blue, all right? We'll see how. So if you got CJ versus either Bobby or Shocker, who wins in the finals? Let's talk about how the Cobra Cup has gotten a bigger size and it's important. David, let's talk about that. All right, so the very first King Cobra Cup was won by the Gun Show. Boom! And then it was destroyed. Gun Show was attacked and it was destroyed. They smashed it in the center of the ring. And so to make sure that the cup was never disrespected like that by anybody, the cup had power. And so when the cup came back, and we do it every February, it's Black History Month, in honor of King Cobra's legacy. And so now the cup has power. Nobody would ever want to destroy that cup because with it comes an opportunity, a championship opportunity anytime, any place, as you know. So that's the history of King Cobra's cup, is once it was smashed, it had to have some power behind it to ensure that it never happened again. Big John Dalton says, my hands hurt from giving Kay Toomer these hands. I bet. You were chopping meat in there, brother. What are you thinking? Slamming your buddy Clown. Shots fired back from Big John Dalton. CJ Blaine or the Shocker for a win of Cobra Cup, all right? Can't believe what happened on TNA Impact with the system. I just watched episode 1 of Impact. If they say AMC one more time, it's going to drive me nuts. course, SmackDown's still on USA, but soon to be on Sci-Fi. NXT on it. Okay. TLC match. Man, I don't know about a TLC match, but I know they're going to have a hell of a fight. I think we're going to have Kay Toomer and Big John Dalton in a survive or surrender match. Let me get caught up real quick, guys. I am way behind on you. My apologies. Moose and JDC kicked out. All right. Thrilled Marco's at Memphis Wrestling. Just saying. Me too. I'm thrilled Marco Stunt and Marco Harris were at Memphis Wrestling. Who will walk as WWE Women's Tag Team Champions? I'm not sure, but I do love it. Jake, what's up? Jake Huston, how are you? From Wayne County, Mississippi. I bet you're freezing today. DDT, best women's champion in Memphis Wrestling history. The only 3-time women's champion in Memphis Wrestling history. DDT's got it going on. DDT's laser focused on Su Yung in spite of a roadblock courtesy of Mama Money. Your painting is ready. Oh, you made Kathy Sue a painting. All right. Nixie XS will return on Sunday, February 15th at the WrestleCenter, Eddie Kane, Maine. Kay Toomer versus Big John Dalton is a good match. It's going to be a hell of a match. I was happy the NWA champ. I might catch y'all for next week. Memphis Wrestling, I'm off. See you. All right, Tyson, we'll see you later. We'll see you at Saturday night's main event. Nixie XS is gone. She is gone, but she's coming back. Big John Dalton did well with that spear. Yeah, he did. Gun Show might face against Mike Anthony, Tim Bosby, and Ray Sanders. I don't know. I mean, stay tuned. Super Bout 5's coming up. Did you see the title match on Raw this past Monday? I saw some of it. When will the feud end between Big John Dalton and Kay Toomer? They got to settle the score in the middle of the ring. You already know how we do it, Eddie Kane, man. Dustin, awesome show today. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. If Shocker gets anywhere near the Heritage title, I'm swearing off electricity, all right? Not a fan of the Shocker. Plug it in, baby. That's tables, ladders, and chairs is what TLC is in wrestling. Yep. Hey, Dustin, have you ever saw Southern Fried Championship Wrestling? If not, look it up on YouTube. I'll look it up, Powermans. I think I have. Is that the thing that WWE did that was funny? Willie, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Thrill Billy's mullet is classic 80s. It is. It's top tier. Aaron Roberts could take Kay Toomer and Big John Dalton in a 3-way. Well, that's yet to be seen. Where's Big Swole been? Big Swole, Justin Cole moved away. It's a very prominent job, I believe, at LA Fitness, if I'm not mistaken. So he's running stuff, unless he's moved or whatever, but doing very good in another market. Dustin, did you enjoy Dynamite last Wednesday? I always enjoy Dynamite. Even though, you know, it's sometimes cringe, I do enjoy Dynamite. The hatred between Big John Dalton and Toomer has got personal. Can't wait to see what happens from. I mean, come on. Kay Toomer attacked Big John Dalton's dad, for crying out loud. Yeah, it's definitely personal. And then now Big John Dalton attacking, not only is it Dalton's friend, but it's Kay Toomer's friend too. Excuse me. Shocker. Got the hard rock in him. It's a wrestling promotion in Georgia. Owner's David Manders. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I thought y'all were talking about King Cobra's Cup looks bigger, but y'all talking about the size of the actual Cobra Cup. I think they were talking about the actual cup, the trophy, but then also, you know, we can go through the history of the Cobra Cup winners, and especially on members only, and we can tell you exactly what we were thinking on it. There's been a couple of really good ones. Mike cashing in on Lance Archer and Gun Show was a moment. It was just unbelievable. And then, of course, Tim Bosby winning King Cobra's Cup and cashing it the way that he did. And then also, this is probably members only, but, you know, having, you know, Boz cashed in last month. And then now already with it fresh and it hot and everybody knows what's going on, having the Cobra Cup tournament, it gives you a little bit more of a urgency here, in my opinion, because if Tim Bosby can do it, hell, why couldn't one of those other guys in the tournament do it? And it took Tim Bosby nearly a year to cash in. How quickly does the next Cobra Cup holder, how long does he wait before he cashes in? So lots of really cool stuff to play with here, I guess, and to watch. What do you think, Buddy Jones? Talked about the cup. Yep, Powerhouse Hobbs is going by Royce Keys in WWE. That's cool. Congratulations to him. Jeff, what's up, man? How are you? The Lower Alabama Hustlers got their just desserts today. William, I love the fact that the NWA World Championship featured today. Yeah, me too, man. Very, very cool stuff. Jason Freeman, wow, it was crazy. Kay Toomer lose control and attacked his father and Big John Dalton. Yeah. Eddie Kane, man, how do you feel about other YouTubers reviewing Memphis Wrestling tapings? I guess any publicity is good publicity. No, I don't have any problem with it at all. I know Roman McPeak is one that does some reviews and stuff, and comes to the shows and has a great time. The wrestlers like him, the fans like him. Just a great wrestling fan that's doing a podcast and recapping and reviewing. And so I would love to collaborate with him at some point. We've already discussed it. Of course, Rhino JB, he's always doing something at the WrestleCenter. We always love collaborating with him. Devin Walker, my podcast partner at Grind City Media, from time to time, he's there asking questions and doing stuff. So it's always good to have him in the house. As long as they're an ally of Memphis Wrestling and they fit in with the fans and with the boys, then it's perfect. Hard rock meaning the sound, the electricity in him. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it, Eddie K, man. It's pretty cool. Willie, NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Immortals, should come to Memphis Wrestling. I would love that. Keith says, I can't believe the interns defeated the Hustlers upset city. I can't believe that either. Who booked that? Jeez. The switcheroo. That was beautiful, though. Eddie K-Man and Buddy Jones drinking it up with Robbie, the janitor, outside the WrestleCenter. What the hell is going on there? You said there was more to that. We couldn't show any more than that. Gee whiz, AWOL. He's going to be in big trouble for that, too. Robbie is. Switcheroo, that's right, Rob. I think Main Event Ben called it as well. Maybe you should bring Rip Rogers as a special guest. I'd love to bring Rip Rogers. I'm not sure how many people would remember Rip Rogers, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that with all due respect. It's just that our audience is so young, man. They are... honestly, I believe that a lot of our audience, the majority, wouldn't know a Dave Brown even. They know because we tell them. So, could be tough, but I love Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers put me on OVW TV. I better be off now. All right, Thomas, thank you for joining us. Does Rhino still wrestle? I think Rhino retired. CVV, Memphis Wrestling Collab, when I have been in touch with Chris Van Vliet several times trying to get him to the WrestleCenter, so stay tuned. Major Curtis, give me a call. Oh, boy. You're going to have him on the BJDPOD. By the way, guys, hit BJDPOD and subscribe. My best friend got Ghost River Golden Ale in Oxford, Mississippi. I love it. Tiffany Neves versus DDT. I love it. I wish I'd meet Coco Beware in Memphis Wrestling. He was a legend. We've worked on Coco Beware. Come over to Members Only, and we could talk more about the Birdman. Bird, bird, bird. Bird, bird, bird. I would love to dance and sing with Coco Beware. Showing my age. Yeah, I know. Anyone watching Gotham Wrestling tomorrow? You guys can check out Gotham Wrestling. It premieres on this YouTube channel tomorrow at noon. You guys can chat that. All right, I am going to go to Members Only. I am going to give you guys, we're at 17:51, so you guys have a couple of minutes to the 20-minute mark to put in any additional questions, topics, what you liked about today's show, what you didn't like. I loved it from top to bottom. Wildfire Tommy Rich was great. Maria was awesome on commentary with Tommy. They had a good time. Tommy getting in, throwing some punches. Silas Mason was great on the microphone, great in the ring. Marco Harris, Marco Stunt, they all knocked it out of the park. Jake Brewer did a great job at announcing the competitors for King Cobra Cup 2026. DDT up the ante at Super Bowl 5, which is coming in just a matter of a couple of weeks right here on Memphis Wrestling. 3 weeks worth of action, Super Bowl 5. Anyone watching? Let's see, High Energy Rule. Absolutely. I'm only watching Memphis Wrestling. All right, that's fair enough. I appreciate that, Eddie K. Man. Let's all send Chris Van Vliet email, social media message, D-Star on the show. Who's with me? You guys do it. Reach out to him. Comment. We have a relationship where we're discussing. I even reach out when I have interesting guests. Like, hey, maybe you'd want to talk to this guy. Could you imagine Chris Van Vliet setting up in the center of the ring at the WrestleCenter? That'd be awesome. Come on. As always, thank you for everything you do, Dustin. Thanks, David. I really appreciate that, man. Part of the young generation, 35, but I really appreciate old school wrestling. William, so what my job is to bring back guys like Wildfire Tommy Rich. Bring guys back like the King Jerry Lawler, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, King Cobra. And even if the youngins don't know who they are, it's my job, and it's our job, to teach them who these guys are and these gals are, and how important they are, and why they paved the way, and how they paved the way. And I think we were able to do that in a couple of segments today on Memphis Wrestling. And I think that, I'm not patting ourselves on the back or anything like that, but I think that we do a good job at educating the new wrestling fans on who some of these legends are. Because sometimes you'll turn it in and say, who is this guy? Oh, he was the youngest NWA World Champion. Okay. And I'm not discrediting their fame or their celebrity. I'm just saying that the audience is so young at this point that it's not about the Rock and Roll Express, it's about the Usos and New Day. Wildfire and Superstar and the King are true pro wrestling legends. I'm working on Superstar. We'll talk about him on Members Only. I can't wait to see Super Bout 5. I was there, but I don't remember anything that happened. I know I had a blast, though. I bet you did. I know you did. I've got film of it there, Buddy Jones. All right, I'm headed over to Members Only right now. Thank you for joining me here on the live reaction. We are here every single week. Next week is no different. Mike Anthony, one-on-one versus Ray Sanders. Who's going to punch their ticket to Super Bout 5's main event against the Boz Tim Bosby? Tommy Rich, former NWA World Champion. Yes, thank you for the awesome experience for my first wrestling match ever. Wow, Rena. I say that right? Yeah, Rena in the house. Really cool person. I'll be coming back when I come back to Tennessee. Oh, man, thank you for the glowing review. Really appreciate that. Tag me on Facebook or Instagram. We'd love to see if you had any pictures and stuff from your experience. That's awesome. And I love it when you guys go to the show and then you come and join us on YouTube and talk about it. So thought that was awesome. Jason, thank you. Rena, thank you for that. All right, Main Event Ben, I'll see you. Bring those questions and see you next Saturday. All right, we'll see you guys at bell time, and some of you I'll see on Members Only. Oh, yeah. By the way, new sweatshirts. How about that?